Hello, third graders. It is time for the next part of your science test. All right. So for this part, like we did last time, it's going to be a few questions I want you to respond to in your science notebook. So please take out your science notebook, a pencil, some coloring supplies if you want to use them. You do not have to use coloring supplies, but you're more than welcome to use them. Okay. So please put the date at the top of the page. Okay. Please put today's date. And the title of this page is going to be Water and Climate Test Part 2. You should have the date. The title is Water and Climate Test Part 2. Okay, now for these two questions you're going to respond to today, you can use your notes. It's open notes. So any notes that you have taken over the past couple months, you are welcome to use them. Okay, so you do not have to write the question down. All I want you to do is write number 1. So I know that you're responding to number 1. All of this is going to be for question number 1. Okay? So you're welcome to, after I read the question, you're welcome to pause and respond to. You can just watch this whole video through so you know what I'm going to be asking you. However you want to use this video, you're welcome to. Also, I will be posting these pictures to this Google Classroom assignment so you can look at these. You can have these document right there for you to use as well. Okay, so here's question number 1 that you're going to respond to in your science journal. What is a meteorologist? List 2 tools that a meteorologist would use. Be sure to include their name and how they are used. Please include a picture of both tools that you have chosen to describe. Okay, so this question is asking you a few things. First, you need to answer, what is a meteorologist? Okay, what is a meteorologist? You're going to answer that. Then you have to list 2 tools that a meteorologist would use. Why isn't this working? List 2 tools that a meteorologist would use. Then I want you to explain their name. What are they called? And then how are they used? So think of the tools that you want to use or describe, and what is their function? How do meteorologists use them? What are they used for? And then the final part is you need to include a picture of both tools that you have chosen to describe. So you can set this up however you want, but you need to answer what a meteorologist is, 2 tools that they would use, and then you need to name them and describe how they're used, and then finally add a picture of both tools and make sure you label the title and name of each tool. Okay? So that's question 1. And then the second question that you're going to answer today, it involves this picture right here of the beaker and the graduated cylinder. Okay, so here's question number 2. So when you're ready to answer this, you're going to write number 2 or question number 2, however you want to do this in your science notebook again. So remember, this is for our water and climate test part 2. So here is your next question, and you're going to use this picture to help you. Look at the picture above. Imagine that both the beaker and the graduated cylinder, have 50 milliliters of water in them, and they have been left in the same location uncovered for 4 days. Okay, so both of these containers have 50 milliliters of water. They've been left uncovered in the same room for 4 days. Which container, the beaker or the graduated cylinder, would have the least amount of water in it after 4 days? Explain how the surface area of both containers affects the rate of evaporation. Be sure to draw both containers for reference. Okay, so look at, you're using this picture to help you answer. It's a little visual tool. You know that they both have 50 milliliters of water, and they've been left in the same location uncovered for 4 days. Based on our experiments and what you've learned in answer to the focus questions, you have to think back to how surface area affects evaporation. Which container, the beaker or the graduated cylinder, would have the least amount of water in it after 4 days? Look, you're not only going to have to name which one, either the beaker or the graduated cylinder, but you're going to have to explain why. How does the surface area of both containers, how would it affect how much water evaporates from each container? Then I want you to draw both the beaker and the graduated cylinder to help you explain and use as a reference tool to help you explain and support your answer. All right? So we know that this answer is going to have to involve surface area. We're going to have to talk about the surface area. So when you're drawing your pictures and you're using your pictures as a reference, make sure you talk about and highlight and mention the different surface areas of each container and how the surface areas affect how much water evaporates. And because of that, which container will have the least amount of water in it after 4 days. So these are the 2 questions you're going to respond to today in your science notebook. You're going to take a picture of these, of your 2 answers, and you're going to upload them to Google Classroom. You will see the assignment on Google Classroom. And then next class, we're going to do the one more final question, and then you're going to be good. All right, class, keep working hard. I believe in you. If you're watching this, it means I'm not there in person. So good luck. I believe in you, and I'll see you in class very soon.